Hey, what's up, guys? I'm back with another motherfucking Baddies Caribbean recap. Oh, my hair, girl. I'm gonna be reviewing the Baddies reunion, and I'm not gonna lie, y'all, the season was terrible, okay? Like, I hated the season so much. I don't think I've hated any other season of Zeus this much, other than this season, just because the girls were trying a little too hard. But the reunion was actually really good. Like, we didn't have a lot of like behind the scene, when they're like getting ready and stuff. Like, I skip all that stuff, even on Bad Girls Club. But when they would do that to me, and it was like 30 minutes of them getting ready and like 10 minutes of like the reunion, would skip it to the motherfucking end. So they didn't do it this time. I'm super glad that they didn't. And it was actually a really good reunion. We had like a good amount of fights, a good amount of questions. Saucy Santana, by the way, he can twerk like a motherfucker. Like, I could twerk, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty good at twerking. But he takes it to like another level. Like, that shit looks like gelatin. But anyways, let's get started with the Baddies Caribbean Part 1 review. Now, I made notes again. I'm getting better at making the notes. But I don't know where they're at. Natalie and Bobby Lights kind of talking about like are they ready for the reunion? Like, there's gonna be a lot of stuff going down. They were talking about Diamond, and the whole time Natalie was smoking a blunt, but that bitch was too motherfucking high. That bitch could not talk. She was like, are we gonna like, she was stuttering and talking slow as fuck. You could tell the girl was hot. But when I get high as fuck, like, I cannot function at all. Like, I be like mute. I be stuttering. I be like on some other shit. So I don't know how Natalie can do it. I think at one point throughout the reunion, I saw her like sleeping on the couch or something. So then Natalie says that Diamond is scared to fight Taseki, which I agree. I feel like Taseki was doing too much shit. I mean, Diamond was talking too much shit online, and I guess she ended up talking about Krishan's baby, which got Taseki actually riled up, which is why they ended up fighting on part 2. And I do agree that Diamond is scared to fight Taseki. I mean, you could tell that like these like all this shit talking online, and then when it gets down to reunion day, and they're like, oh shit, like I really gotta fight now. I like Diamond, but the girl put herself in a position where I don't feel bad for her. She got her ass whipped by Taseki. We all know how Taseki is. We all know Krishan. We all know everything, and Diamond really like kept touching the fire and then got burnt. Like I said, Saucy Santana ends up being the host, which actually I think is doing a good job. Like, I feel like he's a lot better than Janisha, whatever her name is. Like, they're trying to give off Tanisha vibes, but I feel like Tanisha is the only iconic Bad Girls Club reunion host. Perez Hilton can never. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't like Perez Hilton as a host, but I do like Saucy Santana as a host. He was giving us the correct questions. He was being shady. He was being funny, and he was being instigated. That's what we like. We like someone who does all that. Not like Janisha. The past couple of seasons, she couldn't even control the reunion. Everything just went crazy. Nini Leaks or whatever her name is, she couldn't also control the freaking reunion. That other girl, Braxton something, I forgot her name, but she kind of controlled the reunion, but she made it too boring. Like, girl, this is Baddies. Like, that's why no one like was fucking with the reunions. He checked Jayla and asked the questions we were all asking. Why are you only coming for Gretchen for saying the N-word, but not Mariah? So that was actually like a good ass question. I was like, okay, Saucy, like, you really like, you asking the questions that we're all asking. Like, Janisha's just like, oh, well, why do you guys have beef? Like, she's not really like in depth. Like, I don't know if she actually watches the show, but it doesn't seem like it. She seems like Janisha is just like going off of what the cards are saying, and it seems like Lemmy is just having her as a host so she can forgive him for the whole Scotty situation. Y'all, Janisha's like, and here comes Scotty, like, with shade, and Scotty's like, don't forget with the body. Listen, I'm not really a big fan of Scotty. Like I said, I don't think she's a baddie. She is like a bad bitch. Like, I don't think she has the personality to be a baddie. She's too nice. But that, she kind of ate with that. And I hope to see in the future a Janisha versus Scotty fight in the future. Okay, no, but that probably won't happen just because I feel like Janisha's too classy for that. But I'm not gonna lie, Scotty ate with that. And you could just tell that Janisha hates Scotty with the body. Kind of like looking at their outfits, and I'm not gonna lie, Scotty look a hot ass mess. I'm sorry, that outfit. She usually has a nice outfit. She usually, like, you know, like dresses up cute. This one, she looked like she was going to a freaking Kiss concert. But I liked Taseki's outfit. You know, she had like the eater shirt or whatever, and then she had boxing shorts, where I was like, okay, like it went with her personality, it goes with her, like, you know, with her hands, like, so I really like her outfit. I think so far her outfit's my favorite. Meatball coming out looking like a mess, looking like she just came out of Zumba class, you know, but I feel like she came prepared to fight, because I feel like everyone has to be with her at this point. Sapphire though, she came in looking cute as always. That's one thing I'm not gonna do, is call a bitch ugly when she ain't. Sapphire is a bomb ass bitch. I don't like the way she carried herself on this season and last season. Like Diamond and what's her name? Tinka Bella grew on me, you know what I'm saying? And Sapphire didn't. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like her on East, and I don't like her now. But I can say her outfits are fire, and she's a pretty ass girl. I really wish that her and Bianca became friends after all this like just came out, but we'll get to that later. So then, like I said, Saucy checks Jayla for not confronting Mariah, but always confronting Gretchen, and I agree. Like, Mariah has been saying the N-word way too many times. Even after the filming, she continues to say it, and Anna and Scotty continue saying it. And personally, I don't feel like Anna or Scotty should be saying it. And Jayla had the audacity to say, I'm not gonna fight you because I feel like we're better than that. Bitch, when did you learn that? Like, when did you get that? Like, after the 5th time you whooped Gretchen's ass? Like, when did that cap it? Because I feel like she should have kept the same energy that she had with Gretchen to freaking Mariah, because Mariah is just in the wrong, just like Gretchen. They bring out Bianca, and people are booing her, which I don't know why they would boo her. Like, I don't think she really did anything that bad for them to boo her. I would have hoped she had a couple of fans, but the fans were actually kind of wrong for booing Bianca, because I feel like she was not really in the wrong. I mean, I guess she was pussy for what you call it, for doing that whole thing at Lainey's party. They were asking Bianca and Mariah about their beef, and text messages were shown, and Sapphire was pissed. So this is probably the only time where I was liking Sapphire, because she actually got her hair clear out. She saw the text messages, and they showed that Mariah was actually telling Bianca to fight Sapphire. So the whole time Mariah was just saying, no girl, no, like, don't fight her, we're cool now. But she's telling Bianca to actually fight her. So it's like, Mariah was the messy bitch here. Mariah was the one in the wrong out of everyone. You know what I'm saying? Mariah deserved to get her ass whooped at the reunion. I'm sorry, she got the Julie treatment, and it was very, very well deserved. Rooting for Bianca, and like I told you guys earlier, she was my top favorite, but then she kind of went down a little bit. But now at this part reunion, she definitely became one of my favorites again. Like, I do like Bianca. I ended up following her on Instagram because I like her that much. Mariah, I'm glad she's not coming back next season, because, girl, like, you are just like I like messy people, but I like messy people who are actually accepting it. Mariah is messy, but she's like, oh no, guys, like, really glad that she ran up on her, even if it was like a sneak. You know what I'm saying? She did whip her ass, but on the second round that they had, Mariah was kind of giving her hits. I'm not gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Bianca's a very crazy good fighter, but you know what I'm saying? Like, Mariah did kind of give her hits on the second round, but she came out with a busted ass eye, and a girl never gets a freaking, like, she never gets a break because her eye is always gouged. She has the audacity to be like, really? Y'all let her jump her? Girl, it's Baddies. Like, these security guards don't care about you. They don't care about, like, if you get jumped. They don't care if you get shot. They don't care if you get freaking your eye gouged out. They don't care if you have to wear an eye patch for the rest of your life. I don't know why Mariah thinks she's like up there, like, oh my god, y'all let her jump me. Like, girl, bye. Like, they're gonna let you get jumped. They let Natalie get fucking her ass whooped this season. She still had the audacity to say, no cameras, or else I'm not coming back next season. Okay, bitch, bye. Like, nobody wanted you next season. Like, nobody wanted you this season, and no one's gonna want you on the next season. So, like, I was perfectly fine with Mariah not coming back. I don't watch the auditions, by the way. I think those are pointless. But I did see a clip where she got punched right away, like, without knowing, and I'm like, damn, like, this girl just does not get a break. Also, what I didn't know is that Bianca and her on Love and Hip Hop, they had issues because Mariah tried messing with her man or her baby daddy, which to me, I don't even know why Bianca even like forgave her after that. I feel like that's like beef, like forever. Like what Cardi B said, like forever. I don't watch Love and Hip Hop, especially not that season. I want to watch it, so I'm gonna watch it just to get that kind of tea because, that's it. That's juicy. I'm glad that Mariah got her ass whooped. She's two-faced. Moving forward. J-Lo was getting mad at Biggie for the whole like Teddy situation that they were having online, and they kept like like I like the little bit where they were like talking to the microphone, and she's like, she said she was getting slimy, and she's like, and I did, and she's like, and you got your ass whooped, and she's like, I kind of didn't, like, bitch, that was a petty moment, and I feel like J-Lo and Biggie are never gonna get along. They're obviously gonna be cordial, but I don't think they're gonna fight again. But I feel like they're just never gonna get along, and they're just never gonna like each other, which is really funny because they both clocked each other. People are saying like, oh, Biggie clocked J-Lo. Girl, no. I feel like they both clocked each other. Oh, J-Lo knew that Biggie was like trolling her, like, yeah, girl, you know. And J-Lo was getting fired up. She even got up and she started getting in Biggie's face. I thought they were about to fight. I'm not gonna lie. But then again, J-Lo is just doing shit for storylines. Like, she is. That's why I don't like J-Lo, because that girl, like, you can literally like blow your nose like 6 feet away from her, but not even exceeding the COVID standards. And she'll be like, why are you blowing your nose? So then Natalie makes a funny ass comment and she's like, I want to fight Teddy. Whoever Teddy is, he's talking too much shit. I want to fight him. Natalie, like, okay, I like how Natalie's like still like kind of funny. Like, she kind of turned hood a little bit, but I still like that she has like a little humor. And Tommy tries fighting Bobby Lights or whatever. I don't know her name. Bobby Lights, right? Is that his name? Tommy, she is an interesting character. I don't like her, but I don't hate her. But why is she trying to fight Bobby? Like, he's a dude, he can't punch you back. Oh, because he wanted you to go on set with, like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, he was a little extra. I ain't gonna lie, like, he was a little extra. But it wasn't that much of a big deal for you to, like, punch him. And she was, like, giving him, like, muffin hits and shit, like, not even, like, a real ass hit. So, I don't know, maybe they planned that before to kind of give Bobby Lights like a little bit of a storyline. I mean, I just can't stand when girls try to fight men, period. But I also don't think Tommy's the kind of girl that would start playing victim afterwards if she does get her ass beat by a guy. Just letting you know. But I also don't think Bobby Lights would actually like fight her back. Like, Bobby Lights is like probably scared of her. And if I need to bring out Tinka Bella, and like I said, y'all, Tinka Bella has grown on me this season. I didn't like her in the beginning, but I really did like her. I mean, right now, because as soon as she came in, her and Meatball went at it, and everyone apparently has an issue with Meatball, including, of course, Jayla. Like, Jayla was sitting in that freaking seat for maybe about 2 hours before Tinka even came out, and out of nowhere, she has an issue. Again, it's giving storyline, it's giving, I want people behind me laughing, I want people to hype me up, I want an audience. Like, she's giving that. Tinka and Meatball square up, and right away they start fighting. I think that Tinka kind of won that first round. It seems like Meatball was kind of fighting with her head down, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know if that's like a strategy or if she really just didn't want to get her face fucked up, which I understand, but she was kind of, you know, getting her ass whooped. But then on the fight before the episode ended, she was kind of like coming at Tinka, and she kind of like threw Tinka onto the seat. So I do give Meatball props for that. Again, I don't like her, so I don't think I like her. She dislike her more than I dislike Biggie and Jayla. And that's when Slim and Meatball start fighting, and I'm like, okay, Slim, you got balls now. Like you were trying to fight everyone before you got kicked out, and you ended up fighting like Diamond was a weak, but you ended up fighting like the most basic bitch ever. Like, I really wish that Slim would have actually fought in Meatball when she was getting kicked out instead of Diamond, just because like it would have like made more sense and it would have been more entertaining than having to fight the same bitch over and over and over. Really me when I tried fighting in my dreams, like they were like swinging on each other, but they kept missing, and the punches felt like slow and heavy. Like, Slim, boop, next. I hope she does not come back on any baddies related, because that girl, I mean, I didn't like her, but I also didn't hate her, you know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, she just wasn't interesting enough. I honestly thought they were playing patty cake. So then afterwards, like I said, Jilla and Meatball start fighting, and Jayla gives her like the little 1, 2, 3 piece and then backs off. That was funny. Like I just see, like you just see it from the corner, like that angle was really funny because you just see Jayla go bop bop bop. And I'm like, okay, Jayla, like you ate with that little 3 piece fried chicken combo. It made me chuckle a little bit when I watched it. I was like, damn, like she really gave it like that mink mink, you know. So I was like, okay, Jayla, I'll give you your little flowers for that, but just that. This reunion, Tommy and Natalie ended up making up. Now here's the thing, everyone was like, oh my god, I'm so proud of them, like they're finally like we're making up. I don't know, yeah, I don't want to say anything, but I feel like their beef was never real. I mean, I think it was real at the Baddies West reunion or whatever because of the fight that happened like in London or whatever. I think that was real, but I personally don't think that their fight during this season where they fought at the beach was real. And I don't know, I just don't think it was real. It looked too, I mean, I think it was too soon for them to make up too, you know. And I mean, obviously the punches and everything, like the actual fight was real. Obviously, like I'm sure they were like, actually trying to punch each other, but the drama behind that, I don't think it was like real. Like I think it was like I think they both like agreed to like beef on this show for the money, of course, and like the paycheck and everything. But I don't think they really are beefing. Like I don't think they for real are like full on like beefing because I feel like just before filming they were hanging out and at least argue a little bit before. Like I know Tommy and I know Natalie, they're both explosive, but like they couldn't argue like a little bit, they couldn't bicker and then make up, like try to make it a little bit look more real. But I don't know, that's just me. All right guys, well that was me reviewing the Baddies Caribbean reunion. You can see my haunted curtains, you know, up, and then I got like a little bit of like a yarn like ghost or whatever. That one's supposed to be a spider. But the reunion, did you guys think it was cool? My favorite this reunion had to be Bianca. I'm gonna give my flowers to Bianca on this reunion. My least favorite has to be definitely be Mariah. Jayla and Mariah, but more Mariah just because Mariah just pulled that whole like, if y'all post this, I'm not gonna come back. Okay. Oh, the next part. So the next part shows Diamond getting her ass beat by Taseki. I want to watch that. Like, I like Diamond, but I want to see that. Like, I also like Taseki, so like, I want to see Diamond get her ass beat by Taseki. Like, I want to see the tooth coming out. I want to see the busted lip. Like, they better show all that. Like, oh, some damn horror movie. Like, bitch, it's October. We want to see this, okay? Tom and Lee versus Rolly, which is, I'm kind of excited for because this is a fight that I didn't expect. When Meatball kicks her, which is a dumb move. Like, if you're a bigger person, don't kick because, you know, it's going to be a little hard. You're on your knees. Don't, you know, I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, thanks for watching my YouTube video, guys. Have a happy and safe Halloween and be some horrors. And yes, I'm making another one next week, okay?